Welcome to my channel. The second video that I've decided to do today is Ren singing Penitence featuring Molly McKenna. This is another requested reaction. So I'm going to do that now, but before I do that, I want to thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. I really enjoy interacting with you in the comments. And thank you most of all for the growth of my channel. It's amazing to me. It's stunning. It's just awe-inspiring. So thank you very much. And one other thing. Every time I react to an artist, I put the links from their YouTube channel in the description. So if you wouldn't mind, please click on the More on the description below the video and look at the links there and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Subscribe to their social media accounts if they have any. And purchase their music if you want to. Do what you can and what you're willing to do to support each of the artists that I feature. Thank you very much. This is Ren singing Penitence featuring Molly McKenna.
Lately, I think I was over time in my chest, beating slower like the clouds, the color of them fading out, fading out.
Come on, Ren.
I counted the days she left like a prisoner, etching markings on my skin with an old knife, scratching. You see, I wanted the physical to match the psychological, and yet no matter how hard I dug, I still could not match that pain. I longed for reasons, I sung with demons, I sat in a dark dusty room, barely moving, breathing. I chewed through my own umbilical cord attached to her navel. I wanted to be separate.
I think my mind is leaking. Solitude is so depleting.
I did it to myself. I know that you are faithful. I did it for my health. How come I'm still unstable and falling far from hell? A suicidal angel who's lost my wings and fell, falling so ungraceful, vanished into hell.
I wish that I could stop crying. They say that the body is 70% water. I feel like I must have reduced mine by a considerable fraction. Newton's third theory states that for every action there must be an equal and opposite counter-reaction. And so I retrace my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning in conundrum. Leaning on my dom-nom, feelings how the news high, beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape fate and disapparate, evaporate, evacuate and then activate fate. But it cut the brakes, now I'm driving my universe into a lake.
Man, I just love Ren. I love the way that he rhymes and the, you know, he's going along with this flow that is very steady and understandable, and then all of a sudden he breaks into this word after word after word after word. You really have to pay close attention, at least I do, to really get it. But man, it's so cool. I really, really like the way that Ren raps.
An opposite counter-reaction, and so I retrace my steps and try to find reasons in the arms of my demons, cause I can't find healing if I can't find meaning. A conundrum, leaning on my dom-nom, feelings how the news high, beaming when I hung from ceilings when I run from demons that are living in my head and escape. Fade and disapparate, evaporate,
and then we go with this: fade and disappear, evaporate, evacuate. It's like a total disruption of what he just did, and it draws your attention to it.
You wait and then activate fate, but it cut the brakes. Now I'm driving my universe into a lake, and the weight of the world don't wait. We make mistakes when it's all at stake. For goodness sake, a double take, but I don't want to eat that cake. I ruminate inside meaning to illuminate a dark mind. I communicate without speaking, and I've seen so much I went blind. I live in a lie with the lion inside, living a lie.
And that's another thing that he does that I really love, is how he changes the intonation of his voice. You know, he's going along with this not monotonous but steady stream of words, and then he hits you with a rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat, and then he does this where he sounds almost angry.
Illuminate a dark mind. I communicate without speaking, and I've seen so much I went blind. I live in a lie, living a lie with the lion inside, living a lie with the lion inside, and my mind is hungry. It's hungry for my sanity, my sanity. I live in a lie with the lion inside, living a lie with the lion inside, and my mind is hungry, and I don't know why. Pressure drop, deep breath, time stops. A broken
and here we go again. Completely different change of flow. I just love the way he does this.
Etc. ... Pressure drop, pressure drop, pressure drop. I feel it consuming. I can't stop.
And you know, it's like the way that he's doing this, it contributes to what he's communicating to you. You know, when he talks about the pressure drop, he's actually slowing it down, which is the pressure dropping. It's just so cool. I just love the way he raps. I really do.
The lines join the dots, and I'm tying knots, then divide and multiply. Square the root of pi, beat the puzzle. I tried to keep my mind focused on the line.
And now he's kind of singing, but rapping.
Hopscotch and pop rocks. I take shots of teardrops. When I drop a pill pop, I find peace and time stops.
And time stopped. It's so cool the way he does that. Oh, that's it. Well, darn. Well, let's see. If I was one of these rap gurus, what I would say now is that's another banger. Of course, that's not who I am. I like the way that he raps, because the way he does his flows adds to the communication of what he's actually talking about, what he's rapping about. It enhances your understanding of what he's trying to communicate. And I can only think of a handful of other rappers. Of course, again, I don't know that many, okay? So there could be hundreds of them that do this, but, you know, the only ones that I'm aware of is him and NF and Eminem. And Eminem I'm only peripherally familiar with, because I've followed Stevie Knight for so long that I've heard a lot of Eminem through him. But I really like the way he does that. I really enjoy that. And this particular song, I kind of suspect he might be singing about the breakup with Bibi, who I know was with him through the tough times and then had to get away for her own sanity, which he mentioned in there, or she mentioned, I'm sorry. And then he's talking about what he went through mentally and emotionally after she left, because she was his anchor for a while. And she kept him alive in one sense, if you think about it. But I just like the way he communicates to the listener exactly what he's going through, what he's feeling, what he's thinking. And he does it not just with the words that he raps, but also with the flow and how he changes the flow up. And like when the pressure drops, he slows it down. And when he's talking about the evaporate, eviscerate, he chop, 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 doing it real fast. It's just, it adds to the communication. It adds to your understanding of what he's talking about. You get it more. And I really like that. I really do like that. So thank you for recommending this one. I was a little bit concerned by the title, but now that I've heard it, I really enjoyed this one, and I'm glad you suggested it. So for you, my viewers, I pray that you will live an abundant life and that you'll be healthy, that you'll live a long time, and that God will keep you safe from harm. I pray He'll do the same for every person that you love. And I pray most of all that you will be anxious for nothing, but in all things, through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, you'll make your requests known to God. And the peace that passes all understanding will keep your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. This is the Vietnam Era Vet out.